It's just got no seasoning. Ain't got no seasoning. It's just
You know what that kind of reminds me of?
fucking water.
You know what else doesn't have seasoning?
What?
Alan's Top Ramen.
True.
I'm not feeding that to other people. I mean, I have my goddamn self, and it's tasty as shit.
I'm just saying, Alan. You're the only person in the fucking world who has dry top ramen.
Hey, like, they in the chat had my back, and all the shit when I grew up as a kid.
You fucking wrong.
For
People!
What? For what? That doesn't, he's not another person on Earth?
No, he's
It's not right to say that's a better Chinese delicacy?
Oh no, don't you do that. People! It's a chat attack. I'm trying to... Yeah, we're live. No, God just about to say some stupid shit.
He's over here trying to use an excuse for a different culture, bitch. You ain't slick with that.
What are you talking about? A majority of the area I lived in was full of Chinese people.
Wait,
Don't make me
okay, so straight up Chinese or
That
Japanese,
doesn't
and then you're just
matter.
getting
It
that
means
wrong.
the culture influenced it. Oh, coming from the Native American that's also into rap music. Fuck you.
I'm sorry I got occupied.
Fuck you.
Anyways, guys, yeah, how you guys doing? It's a chat attack. We're not going to be insulting anybody. Well, Ganja might. I don't know. He's been saying too much shit.
Except for people who make unseasoned food. We're insulting.
Oh, they're going to hell.
Okay, legitimately, in a way that we're not going to insult anybody, is there a particular reason why you guys think that maybe culturally white people don't have so much seasoning in their food? Like, is there a reason why? Is there like a certain...
It's too spicy.
Which is funny because the only reason they discovered America is to look for spice.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's what Christopher Columbus
Culture
failed. He was
built on
looking.
dominating and killing other cultures for spices no longer use the shit in their food. What kind of fucked up shit is that?
They use salt, a little bit of salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper? Salt. Anyways,
honestly, it like for me personally, when it comes to like the whole stereotype of why white people can't cook, is one, they have a different type of attitude when it comes to cooking. They either got that healthy mentality, or they go full on like redneck shit where it's more fried than it should be. Like you get like fried truffles and fried fucking Twinkies. Like no man should be eating that shit. So it either goes to like carnival food or this vegan healthy shit that tastes like feet.
yeah, by the way, did Gajic just get very, very loud on you guys right now, or no?
It's mostly because I'm talking about vegans right now. It kind of gets me a little hype.
Okay, see, so something's happening within my computer screen. I don't know why, but now for some reason, like my audio mixer, during the show will lower you guys very, very low, and then when I hire you up, 10 minutes later, it'll just get really fucking loud. Like, so right now it happens right when Ganja's talking, and Ganja usually has a microphone that just peaks and then lowers for just some random reason. Like,
take me higher.
this is literally the reason why I don't like audio at all. Like, I cannot stand, like, video editing is very, very easy, but when it comes to audio, like, engineering or anything like that, it's such a crazy pain in the ass, and there's no way you can fix it because there's no visual reference as to, like, what's being fixed, what's being changed. It is so fucking
I mean, you can get a visual reference. It's just we're not gonna pay $2,000-$3,000 for a fucking audio mixer like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
But yeah, well, I mean, Alan sounds beautiful as always. Yeah, really like, man. See, it makes me want to get that particular fucking microphone that you and Jed have. But wait, and Ganja has it too. So yeah.
I have it too, but I don't know why. My computer, my mic set up. Maybe one day I'll have someone come out here and do a professional setup for me, but I don't fucking know what it is, Diaz. I'm sorry, but let me take you higher with these pops and pops.
Let me take you high. Jed, have you thought about how much you insulted Creed last time we talked about music, and you were completely wrong about the things you were saying about such an amazing band?
I'm sorry I don't like that sad ass sounding shit. Sad and slow sounding ass shit.
Sad songs are cool. Or I was gonna say cool. They're cool.
Oh, but if we are talking about being wrong about last week, I do have something to say wrong. I listened to that Vindicator song by Dashboard Confessional. That song is awful. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
What the fuck are you thinking? Yeah, like how?
No, because we had that argument last time. I was like, oh no, they did a better song. And I'm like, let me listen to it. I'm like, oh god, this is some simple
The
plan.
only reason Alan wanted to listen to is he had lost an argument with us probably, and he was just gonna let all his emotions out.
Probably,
What?
yeah. Or he's gonna like listen to it and then come back and be like, and by the way, I just want to reconfirm something. You motherfuckers are wrong. No, but I
What
kind
are
of.
y'all talking about?
I'm just
You're
trying to agree with him.
Making up a story just for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like comedy. What do you want from us?
Well,
Just
comedy
shut
has
the
to be
fuck up
funny.
and not make it about me.
Y'all making up a story to make people laugh. Like, yeah, that's entertaining.
Yeah, but it's at my expense.
You should know
Oh,
that.
that
right
no.
away.
See, that's the key factor. Is that it's Alan's expense, and he's like, "Yeah, what the fuck, guys?" It's like,
Alan, it's not at your expense. You're just our main character in all our stories, right?
yeah, it's at your expense because you're cheap. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Fuck you.
no, man. But no, I get like that sometimes too. Like with movies, I remember I was talking so much shit about how much I love Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and watching that with you guys, I remember continually saying like, no, this part's gonna be cool. No, trust me, it's gonna be great. Alan, no,
so
shut
bad
up.
for you halfway through that recording, man.
Oh man, dude. And then fucking Alan, like nothing hurts more, by the way, because you think when Alan talks shit, that's where you're gonna be really, really deterred and pissed off. But the thing is like Alan's trying to be nice because he knows how it feels. So he's like, hey Nick, man, that was kind of cool. Like whatever. I'm like, oh fuck you too, man. It's not helping.
There's so many times I was like, oh, this is the best part of the movie, and nothing happens. You're like, oh man. It's like we've all fucking been there. You just like do I control them?
Yeah, dude, that was really, really hard to kind of fucking eat up at that time. And everybody else in the chat was talking shit, and it's
Well,
like,
I mean, like the thing is, you're probably like your opinion also is probably like based on theirs too, because you're thinking to yourself like, oh, this is really great. I'm pretty sure if you watch it by yourself, you'd still like it. You're just swayed by everyone else saying, oh shit.
yeah, because there's certain things that people are saying, like, if I was by myself, I would definitely, like, defend it mentally and emotionally, like, with inside. But when everyone's talking about it, there's nothing I can actually say to defend what's happening on screen. I'm just kind of like, that sucks. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just gotta stick with it. Just like, yeah, I do like this stupid ass shit, and I think it's hilarious. Me with Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. Wait, you said Cat in the Hat?
Oh yeah,
Cat in the Hat is terrible.
People that tell you that advice, they really love some stupid shit.
Yeah, Cat
I
in the
do.
Hat.
I laugh every time at that fucking pinata scene and the scene in the kitchen. I think that movie's hilarious.
Are you sure you weren't laughing just because of the fact that it's so fucking stupid? Like, you're laughing at it versus laughing because you're supposed to?
So,
Yeah, I hate this movie. And I hate Mike Myers, too. That's the thing.
No, shit, no.
Yeah,
it's so.
No,
because the parts they actually wanted me to laugh at, I actually did laugh at. I'm sorry.
You know, I can't talk too much shit. I like Haunted House.
Like, oh, yeah, you can't talk shit.
Mhm.
No, but the thing
I'm the only one here that can talk shit.
you know,
No,
fuck
no.
you.
You like The Happening. You cannot talk.
You're
Yeah, I
on
don't
the
think it's a
same
good
level-
movie.
You like Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Like,
Yeah.
you
I
can
don't think it's a good
Well,
movie.
let's be fair. I like that one too.
I don't think either of those are good movies.
I've never
That's
seen
a
Haunted
great
House.
time
It's a great
opener.
fucking film.
Yeah, Haunted House, at least there's some kind of production behind it. Well, Mario Brothers has that too, I guess, in a way. But, like,
A Goldmember is a good movie.
fuck that. You just like that because Beyonce's in there. But, like, looking at Haunted House,
Well, I like all the Austin Powers movies, so that's not like me. Like, I like all of them equally.
looking at this, too, by the way, Haunted
What
House.
the fuck is this shit?
This is a Haunted House. This is
Haunted.
basically making fun of
Wait,
Paranormal Activity and everything.
Do you like Haunted House or do you like both of them? If you like that second one, we got a problem.
No, I like the first one. That second one's garbage.
Well, what's the difference
Okay.
between the two?
The first one was legit trying to be a parody movie. Like, you could tell they were trying to recapture the magic of the Scary movie franchise. That second one is definitely a cheap fucking sequel.
It's the same damn movie.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, it for some reason it takes an unnecessary, very hardcore racist tone.
Yeah. But I mean, it's one of the wins. That's always gonna man. For some reason, I feel like that motherfucker is self-hating sometimes because the
Oh, yeah.
jokes that he makes about black people is almost like this is how certain white people feel about black people. I think. I mean, it comes across that way to me. I don't know if it feels like the way to you. But yeah, man. Like especially 50 Shades Darker or Black. What's
No,
it called?
50 Shades of Black. 50 Shades Darker is an actual movie.
Okay, wow. Holy shit. But that one was like super frustrating too because they get to a point where they have like a ghetto argument and making fun of like how black girls argue, whatever. And it's just like this is not even a joke. This is just you finding an outlet to like complain about black women. You know, like I don't know about some of that stuff. Speaking of, you know, we didn't even have this like planned or anything. Did you motherfuckers see that trailer to Sextuplets?
Unfortunately, I had to because I was reviewing it for Breakfast Pub. Not the movie, but the fucking trailer. That thing is just Jack and Jill again.
Do you say
Oh.
Breakfast Pub?
Yeah,
He
he's
goes to
a
the
breakfast
breakfast pub where he talks about movies.
I was watching that, then I rewatched Wolverine.
He watches it with people that are completely wrong about everything.
I want to say that one of us is fine. I don't want to.
Hey, I'm trying to start a beef for no reason, just to get entertainment points going. Like, I want to start a team versus team thing.
But that's like some Revenge of the Nerds shit. Like, have you ever
Why
wondered
not? The Revenge of the Nerds sold us a lot of shit.
But remember when like the bullies picked on the nerds, and you're almost like, okay, like versus the fact that you actually are a bully. What the fuck did these nerds do? Like, they're so just like.
They're nerds. They need to be picked on.
First of all, you know what they did? They
What?
gave Once Upon a Time great reviews. All right, that's one slight against me. Two, they also
then
gave
why
Call
aren't you
Me by
picking
Your
on-
Name a good review.
Why aren't
That's
you talking
two.
about? Why aren't you talking about Double Toasted then? When they're like, oh, Quentin Tarantino. I mean, besides the fee and all the bullshit, I mean, it was a matinee. We should-
Because Corey at least doesn't pull a college degree on me and call me stupid if I don't have one.
Martin does though.
Yeah, but he's talking about animation. I don't draw shit.
You are such a kiss-ass motherfucker. Fuck Double Toasted. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. Fuck Double Toasted. Someone share that shit. Fucking, what do you call that when you do that? Clip it. Yes, clip it. That's the word. I'm trying to learn all this stuff. But anyways, no, Corey Martin or Ron. Someone actually went on Children of the Toast earlier, about an hour ago, and they had some posts talking about, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, honestly, like, if you want to hear me possibly bash Double Toasted, go check out the Illuminati podcast, our future episode coming up. Well, this is definitely a topic that Double Toasted will be involved in.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not going to insult them because, I mean, I get paid by them, so yay. But the thing is, though, it's like there's a point where someone asked a question on Children of the Toast talking about where are some reviewers that recently you've kind of fell off the, like you just don't agree with them anymore. And look, entertainment-wise, Double Toasted is great, and, you know, like, I'm not just saying that because I'm with them. It's like, you know, they do something different than most people do.
Some stuff I still check them out for when it comes to, like, the Spider-Man stuff. I want to hear their opinion mostly because that's what I grew up on them on, the Star Wars, and a few, like, mainstream topics. But besides that, I really don't follow as much as I used to.
Well, the biggest thing is just, like, the review, not only the style of the review, but just, like, their opinions are so, like, wishy-washy. Like, and, you know, reviewing stuff for an alternative purpose other than the quality of the movie, like, I cannot get over the fact that fucking, you know, Black Panther, Corey gave that a full price. I will never understand that. And then other full price movies like Fury or fucking Terminator Salvation, like, how are these things in any way at all, just cinematically, storytelling, action, anything, how are these things even slightly together? Like, I don't.
Okay, that's not a legitimate argument. Because in that case, if you have a review system of 5 movies, you can never review more than 5 movies because you're gonna run into that situation where 2 movies are gonna be full price, even though that they're completely fucking different in every way, shape, or form. Like that's how reviewing.
But then he's actually
works.
went back and said that he hates Terminator Salvation. So how is a movie that you hate, that you literally say the word hate for, how is a movie that you hate, you legitimately say, oh, but you should pay full price for this movie that I hate? It's like, how can your opinion within 4 years completely change on something like that? Like, I understand
all the time. Literally, you like. I know
for
it's
somebody
not 4
like
years,
you,
but like, bitch, fuck you. Your opinion changes depending on how you feel that morning.
Man,
You get so pissed off
Okay.
at a fucking movie, so angry
Alan.
for no fucking reason.
Alan, we started to show off you talking about Dashboard Confessional, and like within one day your mind changed. What the fuck
I
are you
didn't
talking
listen to
about?
the song during the show. I listened to it like 15 fucking years ago.
No, we did play it live on the show because Jenny brought
I
it
didn't
up
hear
in
it
the
during
chat.
the show. You didn't play it long enough to get there. It gets really worse after the fucking, like, right as the chorus starts. So when I listen to the full fucking song, because sometimes you need to rewatch something to get your opinion. But, oh, do I still like it? That happens. Opinions can change.
Okay, that's cool. But like that drastically, like I like root beer. I hate root beer. I like root beer. Like it's just, I don't know. Like at least a gradual. Like I kind of like it less. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I'm getting sick of it. Okay, I hate it now. It's like, you know, gradual. Not like love it, hate it. Like that's a fucking like North Pole versus South Pole. Like just think about the distance between those. Like I gotta take a plane. I gotta have a layover. I gotta go and keep going. Like you don't just walk upon North Pole and then get to South that fast. Like there's a graduate, you know, I don't know. It's something that's weird to me. Even like with Marvel Spider-Man, I remember that was a thing where he was saying it was boring, and then like start arguing with me in the chat about like, oh my god, like, you know, you only hate this because it's cool to hate it, and you're a fucking ass, and this game's amazing. And then recently went back to saying, yeah, it's kind of boring again. It's like, Jesus Christ, like you can't keep fucking flip flopping everywhere. Like pick one. Like I it's frustrating to me. What were you gonna say,
The
Gunnar?
only time I actually leave a reviewer is when I start to disagree with them hardcore politically. Because here's the one thing with me. I actually follow a lot of people that I don't agree with politically just because I want to keep up what they're trying to say, what's their new opinions, what new ideas are coming from the opposite side so I can combat them, or if they're really good shit, co-opt them. But honestly, with a lot of like reviewers and like critiques or everyone else on kind of like the YouTuber stream, and to a certain extent I do it myself, they kind of just make up a lot of their politics as they go. And you could tell it because there's never any real ideological background to it. It's just, what is the trend for today? Like, honestly, one of the things that I'm going to go into about, like, why I kind of don't, like, watch Double Toast anymore is because every time Corey talks about any topics of politics, it either is, like, basic mainstream opinion, or it just turns into him just trying to follow whatever the trend is in the chat or people he knows. Like,
Yeah.
I never heard an honest political opinion from Corey that isn't followed by, I don't know, or I personally don't understand the topic, but here's my opinion.
To defend him in that sense, it's very hard for me to even take a stance. Like, you guys will probably notice that we're not going to be talking about any shootings on here. We're not going to be talking about lots of the fucked up things that's been going on because
nope.
And not even just because of like the emotional like heaviness of the topics. It's just like personally, if I have to like headquarters this thing, or we call it quarterback this thing, I do not have enough time to learn about this shit. Like, and I feel like it's super. Like, remember that Aziz Azuri situation? That bad date. You would have like 50 different people on YouTube just reacting as soon as they can. So they could be the first one there, right? And all of them had a different story. She was raped. She was molested. It was a bad date. Oh, he's innocent. And it's like, man, there is not a single stream of just logical, like, reading through it and saying the right thing. It's just fucking just regurgitating just whatever the most popular or unpopular thing to say was. And it's like, because situations like that, I mean, we don't know everything. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's better if you don't know something, you shut the fuck up, you know?
Pretty much. And there's so many, like, bullshit things happening with different arguments. So it's like, nah, fuck it. I don't want to talk about this shit anymore.
Exactly.
Well, my thing is, like, we talk, like, the shootings have been so frequently and they just don't stop, that if we were to add any opinion to it, it would be, one, just repeating ourselves. Because we talked about this. I think we talked about the Vegas shooting, like, 2 or 3 years ago when we first started. And honestly, our opinions haven't changed from then.
Yeah. By the way, I'll say this publicly too, just verbally as well to JP. Like, dude, I am sorry that I didn't get back to you as far as like the whole after hours thing goes. Which, by the way, I haven't even talked to these guys yet about the after hours and how that went. But is Discord going to be like the new like where we're going to be going to for the after hours? Are we still fucking around with certain things, learning?
Discord, might be, but the thing is, we got to find a way to increase that limit.
Yeah, because we managed to do some other stuff. It's like when you have a server, like a big server that can hold as many people as you want. Not every single server has the ability to do the screen share. That's the problem we ran into. But if you have like a private call, you can do that. But it turns into the Hangouts where you only have 10 people. Yeah. So we're still working around it.
I gotta apologize to Jet, by the way, too. Me and Jet have been trying to go through and finding like we have like 5 or 6 different programs now learning all this shit. Cast being one of them, which is like the new equivalent to Rabbit.
Okay.
Still trash.
Okay. The thing is, the web version is trash. But when we downloaded like the desktop app, it did actually work almost instantly. I still have to fuck around with it though.
Yeah,
no,
but as I was saying,
that's the one I was trying. It's still trash. You can't add friends, and it takes forever. It's still bad.
Yeah, most of the clickable buttons are actually not clickable. Kind of crazy stuff. But the thing is, though, I just want to apologize publicly to Jet. I have been freaking the fuck out. Like, JP, if you're irritated, man, I totally get you, and I feel you don't even want to know how irritated I've been. I've been fucking screaming almost. Like, goddamn fucking shit. Like, there's this other thing called, goddamn, what was it called? Easy Talks. That's what it's called. And it's basically a very cheap version of Zoom. And what's crazy is, like, it'll take your computer audio, including your, like, whatever your conversational audio is. So imagine going into a call, trying to talk, and then you hear your own voice echo and this crazy loop.
Oh, don't even get me started on Zoom. I was fucking had a freak out because of the Zoom. Like when we did the after hours.
I kind of want us to do Zoom.
No, I'm never doing that again.
Because Zoom, when you are given the power of sharing the screen and entertaining people, you gotta be there 100% of the time.
Yeah.
You can't go watch your own videos. You can't listen to.
Oh fuck you! Why don't you do it then,
you
bitch?
Can't play a video game. You gotta be there 100%.
Yeah,
you can't even mute your mic if it has an audio.
Oh my god, that was the most infuriating part. Because right now my mic, if I hear it's open, it's closed, and I have a audio indication in my headset if my mic's on or off, which apparently everyone can hear. And I was like, you know what? They're watching Proud Family. I'm gonna go watch my own show because I don't like the Proud Family. They can hear the audio from my other show. So I'm just on my fucking phone with my headphones because I really don't like the Proud Family. And I'm muting my mic because someone's calling me in my house, and they can hear the fucking mic off my own. I'm like, I can't fucking do this. No, we were not.
So here's the thing: is like now whoever's gonna be running the after hours actually has to legitimately run it. And I gotta tell you,
fuck that.
Yeah, Alan finally has retired. The main guy. Fucking I don't know. Label.
No, I'm not retired. We're just not using Zoom.
Whoa.
Yeah,
We'll still find a way to make it work.
Zoom has been the one that's worked the best though so far, man.
Oh no, it hasn't. Zoom, like no, that honestly is some bullshit. Cause, like you have to literally you have the benefit of having a second computer you could just fuck off to. I don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm here though. Like when I'm doing the show, like I'll chill in here and talk and everything. The only thing is like when I know that you're gonna be there or Ganja's gonna be there to share the screen or do whatever the fuck you guys are gonna do, I leave quickly, sir. Like I get the fuck out of there. Especially when Ryan Walterson's around, because Ryan loves to play puppet shit. And I'm sorry, Ryan, I love you, dude. You're probably watching this right now. I cannot stand the puppet shit, dude. I'm sorry. I've given it a shot. I've tried.
I've given it a chance.
I mean, Jed, you know how I feel. Like even with the Double Toasted pre-shows, like holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, I know how you feel, but did the stream cut out?
Oh,
for me.
I guess they're saying thank you for saying something. Yeah, I guess it did. Let me see.
No, I'm still on Twitch, and we're still going.
Yeah, no, I think we're good.
I just heard Ganjan's stream, so we should be fine.
Yeah, it might be some people went out. If that has occurred, just refresh your page.
Yeah, if anybody else feels like that get cut out, make sure to let me know, and I'll check to see if we're dropping frames or something. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's your internet, Max. You ever think about that, bitch? No, I'm just playing. I don't want to insult the boy. He's gonna yell at me and attack me and everything. But yeah. Anyways, as far as all this stuff goes, I mean, we got way out topic, but the sextuplets thing of it all.
Oh, God.
Gotta tell you, man.
Went
This.
to that whole thing just to talk about Marlon Wayans and his fat suits.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, here's the thing. Looking at sextuplets, I will give it this. It's better than all those Adam Sandler movies. I mean, is that even arguable?
What a low bar.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Adam Sandler.
What the fuck are you on drugs?
Nah, like I gotta tell you.
Are you gonna fight him and tell him that Adam Sandler movies are better than this?
I might.
I don't
Why?
think you will.
I mean, not the recent ones, but if we're talking like before.
No, we have to bring up recent one. I'm so sick of this thing. Oh, Adam Sandler was good at what point in the fucking 80s and 90s? I
Hey
don't
man,
think that's
everybody's
shit.
good at one point. All right, even OJ was a fucking good football player.
I don't think anyone would defend him now, so I don't know why you're defending Adam Sandler in any way.
Just his football career.
No, what the fuck are you on?
There's shit Nick's on.
Yeah, asking Ganja what he's on is a loaded question. But I will tell you that looking at sextuplets, look, this looks so fucking stupid to the point where I'm like, you know you're being this stupid. Like, there's even a point here where Marlon Wayans is wearing this fucking wig, and everything else about him has not even changed. Like, he's barely even playing dress up at this point. And I'm like, dude, and like the little man joke here, he's playing like a, wait, what's the right politically correct word? A little person, I guess.
Short
I don't know.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Alan.
I don't think that's good. He's playing an
Yeah,
Alan.
I can do
We'll
whatever the fuck I
call him
want.
an Allen. We'll keep it really, culture neutral.
Culturally neutral.
But yeah, like he's doing these kind of things. I'm like, when you go into something as dumb as this and you're trying so hard to kind of like, ham it up and make yourself look so stupid, I gotta just applaud it and say, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna take this seriously. I'm gonna watch this as dumb as you want me to look at it, and it doesn't look that bad. It looks like Big Mama's House 2 type of shit. I mean, was that horrible? Was that terrible?
The first Big Mama's House is okay. I don't think I ever saw another one of those.
The second one's all right, but you can tell it's starting to peter off when we get to that last one. Oh
Oh
god.
god, that was no. But even Big Mama's House, I feel like that was supposed to be like a Mrs. Doubtfire kind of parody
Yeah.
to a certain degree. And it's like those movies do like there's a certain level of like they were comedies, but there's a certain level of emotion of what he was trying to do in at least the first one. This one just seems like we're just gonna fuck around and just he wants to be Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, but yeah, you're going, what's wrong with you in Big Mama's House? You don't like this movie? You don't like Martin Lawrence?
I thought the first one was okay. It was never one of my favorites. The second one was pretty trash. Third one got a little bit into it.
Wait, there's a
and it
third
was
one?
trash. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's three of them.
Oh, that fucking sucks, dog.
He gets his son involved.
No, when did it come out?
Oh,
Like,
years
I think like
ago.
2 years ago.
No, it was not that recent. I
What?
want to say it was like 2014, something like that.
Dude.
Don't look it up.
Is this still Martin Lawrence?
I went to go see this movie theater. My dad.
Why?
Side-eyed him so hard throughout it.
Oh, this is fucking horrible. Yeah, apparently it came out in 2011. That's...
11. Okay, so it's been a while.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I didn't think there's a third one of those. That's almost like the House Party franchise where you just find out there's sequels that you never knew exist before.
Well, that happens a lot. Like they're like again, I still completely surprised. There's 6 sequels to the Marine.
Yo, I was
Oh,
just
yeah,
bring that up. Yeah, there's like 15 of those motherfuckers.
I saw the first one and I thought it sucked, and then never watched another one of those.
Well, Jet, your favorite Total Diva girl, Summer Rae, is actually in the Marine, like 3 and 4. Like she's actually the main girl. They tried to do the whole like the feminine swap or whatever, or gender swap, and they're just like,
I
yeah.
don't know her.
Wait, she's your favorite character in Total Divas? Over there slapping Natalia and calling her ho bitch and talking about cellulite.
That actually was pretty funny. But I
That
don't
was-
like her.
I gotta tell you, when I watch shit like that, like these horrible people that are in there make the shows so much fucking better. Like that, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting into
Oh my
fucking.
god, my nose. I'm like, she slapped me in my nose and now it's broken. I can't even smell right.
Oh god, the fuck. And then
Why you
funny,
gonna blame me for your failing marriage too, bitch? Like,
Then the music
I
like.
mean, she's right though. Your marriage is failing, and you keep complaining about that nose that's obviously not fucking broken.
I gotta tell you, I would love to do a show where we just talk about Total Divas, and then fucking what are those things like? Love
had
it,
it.
locked up.
That girl has some little ass fucking arm. You're telling me that small ass slap you did to your nose literally broke it? Like, bitch, come on. Like, you're in WWE. I know damn well you ain't got that weak ass nose.
You had a show. It's called the Wrestling Hangouts or whatever.
The ringside hangout.
The wrestling
If you're gonna remember the failing show, at least get the title
We
right.
cannot talk about failing shows.
Oh man, fuck y'all. Yeah, by the way, don't you talk shit with your fucking no gaming show having ass.
We
bitch.
have a gaming show. We're gonna do it tomorrow.
Are we?
No, actually, announcement, guys. We're actually not doing it anymore. It's gonna be on Friday. Fridays are gonna be the new days for the gaming
Friday.
shows.
We changed the day. We're now back to Friday, which means it's the exact same show except for the name.
You know, Fridays aren't good for me. Can we do it on Wednesday?
Let's
Yeah, let's do it
now,
right
fuck
before.
it.
Yeah, today's a
We'll
gaming
do it
show.
right after this one. Fuck it. Let's do it live.
No, actually, as far as that goes, we do actually have a gaming topic today, and the gaming topic is going to be Gamescom. Oh my goodness gracious, Gamescom! And you know what's funny is that I'm so lazy when it comes to actually finding out what the fuck we're going to be talking about, is that I just went to Screen Rant for this. So I like how the movie sites are doing a better job showing video game topics than Polygon and Kotaku and all this shit. But apparently, Gamescom says they're going to be having 15 world premieres on August, I believe, the August 20th to 24th.
Oh yeah. No, it says the 19th. That's when. Oh, pretty sure. Yeah, you're right. So 21st.
So this is the first time I'm hearing about this. Is this a live thing or whatever? Or are they just gonna just sort of just announce?
I don't know if Gamescom is live because isn't that a Microsoft? No, Microsoft tends to go to these events. I have no idea if this is a live show, but yeah, because they have GameCon, then they have PAX East, which are just like smaller versions of E3.
Oh, this is way bigger. Like this Gamescom is like the European version of E3, and
Yeah.
honestly, I think it's bigger than E3 at this point.
It's popular as hell, but it's not bigger than E3.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
getting there though.
They reported over like 300,000 attendees, and apparently E3 only threw in like 69,000. So they're actually beating E3 in attendance now.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like Concha has been trying so hard since the Untitled
Yeah, and I'm
Game
not
show.
gonna get
Where's
involved.
my
With,
motherfucker?
I'm not getting it. There's a fucking completely different. I'm
Alright,
not doing an
it's
entire
a
show
fucking
arguing
show.
about this.
They should show goddamn microwaves next to Nintendo, man. This shit ain't got hollow
Oh,
tradition.
this motherfucker only remembers anything that passed like 1985. Anything after that, he doesn't give a fuck about.
1991, after the fall of the Great Community, that's when
1985.
history ends for me.
Oh god.
Gamescom.
time, make it stop.
Okay, actually, you had a rhythm there, and I was like, I kind of knew what song you're talking about. Now you're not bowling for soup, you're bowling for shit. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Like,
That's how the song goes.
I feel like when Jet hears her parents argue, she just goes and just sings in the corner to herself.
yeah, just like 1985. Why don't you shut the fuck up over there? And actually, I don't think they would sound like that. I went redneck with it. But here's the thing, though. When it comes to Gamescom, I actually don't give a shit about Gamescom. Like, I see that they, put out their trailers about an hour or so after the live streams.
Right.
And I'm just like, whatever. But this one, apparently, I think the reason why they're trying so hard to kind of make this a big deal this year is because of the fact that the new consoles are coming out soon, or at least announcements. And then, I mean, I'm pretty sure Sony or at least Capcom's gonna have something to do with this too, because I mean, granted, Sony was not at E3 this year, and lots of their developers are gonna be doing shit for Sony and PlayStation. They're not only set with Sony; they can go and do their own shit in other conferences and things like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, dude, for one, Capcom was so absent at E3, and I'm like, dude, there's like 20 fucking things that the fans want to hear.
Well, shit, Call of Duty was absent. That's what threw me off the most.
Yeah, I think is this the first year that they're absent at E3 because they've
Yeah,
always
this is
been
the
there.
first year, and it threw me off. Like, I didn't even fucking notice till afterwards. I was like, oh, hey, there's no fucking Call of Duty at all. And that game's still coming out. And surprisingly enough, it's like they are completely changing everything about that game. So it almost feels like they're just straight going Battlefield. Like, they've just like, you know what? We're going to stop slightly ripping it off and say, fuck it, we're going full-on rip-off mode.
Yeah, but no, and I guess it's gonna be held in Germany. Cologne, Germany. Which, by the way, that's a weird ass fucking name for a city or whatever the fuck they call it. What's the Germany equivalent to city, by the way?
No,
Province?
you're right. City.
Okay, what's wrong, Alan?
What's the German equivalent of city? You want us to give you the German word for city?
Two is clanging.
No, but like in Canada, they're not cities; they're provinces, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
But they-
why is he going like?
A city is a city.
Hold on,
You're trying to say
hold
a
on.
state.
Hold on, but Providence contains cities, Nick.
Okay, well then I fucked up.
What's the German equivalent of a state? Is what you're asking.
Sausage.
Okay, or city too, because I don't know the
No!
difference. I'm trying to learn shit here, guy. What the fuck? See, this is why people don't want to learn.
Me,
This is why millennials. By the way, this is why millennials are stupid, because there's other millennials that think they're so fucking smart because they're on the internet all the time, right? So then they're like, "Oh, yeah, you're so stupid for asking that question."
Nick, how a great way to perfectly describe yourself.
You just did it to me. What the fuck are you talking about?
You just did it to me when I told you that you're like, oh, they're excited. I'm like, no, they're not. Like, well, of course they are. The cities of this. You literally tried to correct me when I was telling you that you were incorrect.
I wasn't correcting you. I was just saying where I thought I don't. What now, Captain
I was
Interruption?
correcting you. I was just telling you you weren't right.
Y'all did it to each other.
Oh my god. Man, shut the fuck up. God
No.
damn it.
Alan, kiss it out. Kiss it out right now.
Solidus, I am so jealous of you. I wish I was watching NXT as well. You know, like, fucking... God, Alan, I'm gonna throw you through a fucking... You know what I'm gonna do a Jason Takes Manhattan on your ass. I'm just gonna punch your fucking
What does that
head
even mean?
off. I just said it, but you interrupted again.
You're
Like,
gonna
I'm trying to
do
explain
a 4-minute useless fucking fight scene and then knock your head off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Alan hit me with like choreography, just punching my stomach while I not fucking react to it. God,
Sure.
how we watched that recently? God, how the fuck did you defend that shit? Oh God.
How do you defend any of the Jason movies, you motherfucker? Don't you fucking put me under that
You
train?
picked like, except for everything that happens in the 5th movie, you picked the one movie with a scene that's as worse as everything that was in that other that.
No,
5th
dude.
one.
Like every Jason movie is awful. What are you talking about? I just picked the one thing that I slightly enjoyed, and you just ran with it. I don't fucking know why.
Choreography, y'all. Choreography in a Jason movie is funny.
You don't even know fucking like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, I'm not trying to call you on everything, but like, another thing too is like the Matrix stuff. It's like, yo, this is real fighting. Not realizing that everything's like they're dangling on digital strings, just swinging them around. They look like a fucking PS2 graphics, goddamn
Jesus
demo.
Christ! I love how you take little bits of things that I say, make up other things that you say, and then basically try to string this narrative of something that almost never happened. You're pulling a ganja right now.
Look what JP said. He says, "How do you defend killing NNA Knight, Birdman?"
Easy. No one showed up.
Yeah,
Barely, dude. There was like 5 attendees at some times. One of which was you, the other one was JP, and then Tay, and then me and Ganja for running it. Like that's why I made I died, because no one showed up, and it was very difficult for a bunch of people that didn't know anything about anime to run a night on it. And the after hours, even now, is way more popular than it ever was. So yeah, we just fucking killed it. It was a mutual decision on everyone, and I took the heat because I was the one that announced it.
You know what happened? I was like, I want to keep it alive for JP.
Oh,
and then
shut
Alan
the fuck up!
And then Alan's like, "Fuck that bitch."
Fuck your shit.
I'm joking, JP. Don't hate on Alan for that. Yeah, actually, we all.
No, hey, I don't give a shit. I stand by my words.
But here's the thing, though. Gamescom, right? Fucking A. Let's see what else Alan's going to say. It's going to be wrong. But, hey, here's the thing, though, man. What are you expecting that's going to be showcased as far as world premieres go? And what is something that you just want personally? Like, something that you're, like, been waiting for. You're like, dude, 2019 is a fucking year. Release this shit.
Oh, no, I don't want anything coming out this year. This year sucked for almost everything. At this point, everything I want released next year. The one thing I want to come out is I need to see more Marvel Avengers. Either give me a full fucking HD, not out of some ass crack phone. Like, give me a full HD fucking video of the first level of one of the characters. That's what I want to see for Marvel Avengers. And that's actually really about it. As far as like new stuff, it's like they say world premieres, but half of them could be for games that aren't going to come out for 3 years, or some mobile shit no one gives a fuck about.
What that means? Like, what do you want to see released as far as trailer footage go, like world premiere wise? Like,
I definitely need to see, like I said, Marvel's Avengers is like top of the list. I honestly can't even think of anything else because that's honestly my most anticipated game next year.
Me, I need to see a medieval gameplay. I mean, I know I already seen some of it, but I want another world premiere as far as that goes. And another thing I really want too is, and I don't even care about this franchise at all, but Halo Infinite, dude. Like, how the fuck did you not show us any gameplay and just see this stupid fucking lawn?
It's not gonna be out for like a while.
But still, like, because Halo, like his whole Master Chief costume, he looks stupid as fuck. I'm sorry, guys, but he looks like a more modern version of those dumbass Star Troopers. And by the way, Star Troopers are lame as fuck. So like, when you see him come out in a Spartan suit and then he just looks out into a moon, which by the way we've seen 1,000 fucking times. We have to fight. Yeah, we have to fight. We have to do the same shit we do in every single trailer since 1999 or whatever the fuck the first one came out, which I think was like 2002. I don't know. But anyways, it's just like when it comes to all that stuff, I'm like, you know, you guys show gameplay in this day and age because your whole stupid like we must fight it does not compare even to fucking Anthem. Like, you can't even compare it to Mass Effect. You can't compare it to shit. Halo, you're fucking dead, dude. So earn motherfuckers back because you are garbage.
Well, you
Go
gotta
ahead.
understand is the cycle for game releases is, and it's doing the same thing that again every game does, is you start off with a tease. It's usually actually not in-game footage. It's usually some sort of hypercut. We saw that at Bethesda's with Ghostwire. That's how you announce a game. You get the title, you give a cool cinematic, maybe you throw in an actual gameplay sequence, maybe not. That's usually optional. Then next year, you show 10 minutes of gameplay. Usually opens up. It's probably going to open up the Microsoft press conference. 2020, they're going to show 10 minutes, probably of unedited gameplay of him going through the first level, and then it's going to quiet it, and then it's going to quiet down. And then the next year, so 2021, they're going to give a longer one, and then it's going to end with a release date that year. That is the cycle for game releases. Almost every single game goes that. There are very few games that release the same year they get announced. Bethesda likes to do that, but a lot of times there's at least 2 years before we get the announcement date. So, and this follows the exact same formula as a lot of other games do. So that's why I was not surprised. I'm actually more surprised we got something, because I think what they did for like 2 years ago is that stupid desert one, where he's walking through the desert and he had a poncho on for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
That still makes me mad.
Hey, man, it's for those desert rains.
He's wearing power armor that could survive a fall from the atmosphere, but in the desert he has to wear a poncho for some fucking reason.
Ignore the fact that every other media has said that there's an AC control unit that controls the climate inside the suit. He gets cold sometimes, so he has to keep warm.
In the desert?
In the desert.
In the daytime?
With a horse with no name.
Y'all stupid. So anyway,
I'm so mad about that. I don't care how long it is. Like, I'll be 85 and tell someone to bring up the Halo Infinite fucking tease. I'll still be mad.
Motherfucking desert!
What's his shoes on? With the socks?
Just throwing a key.
Does he have his wallet?
All right, so we're doing a mixture of Jordan Peterson and Chris Tucker.
Yeah, what are you doing, Nick? Everything
Ganja would say, he would just ask you a question like, well, what's his hair comb back? With his glasses on? Like, he's like, dude.
What, is he gonna go full Mickey Mouse by the end of it? Like, what's the plan here?
Motherfucker, you been hanging out around, you're turning into a Muppet.
Man, come on, man.
Give me that shit, man. That good shit, man. Well, that's all that, baby.
What's up, Big Word? I mean, Big Perm.
I don't like don't get no ass, but he's a hero to me.
I'm on like the Halo franchise. Elmo has a little bird on his shoulder.
I don't like the Halo franchise. I've never stated that.
Elmo likes to buy games before they come out. I'm sorry, Alan.
Alan waiting for Star Citizen.
I'm gonna fight you guys.
Alan likes Ubisoft so much.
When it comes to Star Citizen, we learn about patience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all done with your bit?
Alan likes bad video games. Yeah.
La 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 la.
Alan sucks.
Alan's got his birdie, his shitty opinions too. That's Alan's word.
I hate you guys so much. I'm gonna fight you guys so badly. That car ride when we have to go down on our vacation. I'm going to kill you guys.
Penelope, just get the fuck out of here.
Just gonna grab the wheel and just drive onto traffic. I'll die. Are y'all done?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I don't know about Nick, but if he's got some more bangers, I'm willing to keep going.
When we're ending the show, I'm gonna just go all out with the Alan show. But here's the thing, though, I'm gonna ask you, as far as fucking world premieres, do they actually make you care about shit that you didn't care about before just because they're a world premiere, or are you kind of like, I don't give a fuck until there's gameplay?
I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. Only for like a select few things, I guess I do care. But those are games that I've like played before.
Because there's something about just having a world premiere in general. It just feels so like, what is it? And like, even if it's some lame shit or something that's just kind of basic, I'm fine. It's just, I don't know why, I just like the idea of a world premiere. Sometimes, like, even when Nintendo Direct, because it's not live and it's all edited, like, I like how they do it. I like watching Nintendo Directs.
Yeah.
But it just, I mean, doesn't it feel kind of like every game's on the same, like, even field, even surface? Because it's just like, here's another announcement, and here's another one, and here's another one. And I'm like,
not really, because if they dedicate more than like a minute, it's usually something bigger, or they save the best stuff for the end generally. Like, I think it was one Direct where they start off normally, and then the last 20 minutes straight was just Smash, because that was the biggest fucking thing that was going to be released in that same year. So it usually, the more time they dedicate to something, the bigger that it is. But like, the one thing I do like about Nintendo Direct that I really didn't get a lot is during the Direct, we actually got to see the gameplay of every game that they were putting out, Where one of my biggest criticisms for this E3 is that during the press conferences, they showed almost no gameplay for games that were still coming out that year. That was my biggest problem with that press conference.
What was that one? What was that one shit that was just like Nintendo Direct, but they're
oh my god, who were they? They were the Devolver Digital.
Yeah, okay, dude.
That was great.
I want to see another one of those. A Devolver Direct or whatever the fuck. I forgot what
that was the thing about that Direct is that was a great, like, that was entertaining, but there's not a single game on there that I would want to get. Like, all those seem like but
not,
like I had fun
my
watching
friend
it.
Pablo.
I picked that up. It's okay.
That sucks. I mean, well, I guess a game that's okay in this year is like fucking wonderful. So
I know, but every game I played this year has been like Devil May Cry 5 is probably the best thing I played, and Sekiro, like those are probably the best things I played. But everything I picked up this year has been such a massive disappointment. Like fucking playing Metro, Rage. I'm like, oh god, stop releasing games this year. Like I honestly think Outer Wilds is gonna suck. Like right now, I think Outer Wilds is gonna be some garbage.
Yeah, oh god, I don't even know, man. Because like, isn't it the game that looks very much like fucking Fallout?
Yeah. It's basically almost like Borderlands. That we're releasing in the same month.
Yeah. Ooh, no, that's a horrible idea. That's kind of like that fucking shit that what's that game that was like Overwatch? Oh, damn it, Battlebright or
Battleborn.
Battleborn. God, and Battlebright's like fucking another game, League of Legends or whatever. It's like the same shit as that. It's like these games need to not come out around the same time because even if they are good, it's just complete doo doo. You know what I mean? So
they're both on the Epic Store, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, but basically, I guess Roxanne just got in a fight with Crispin Wall and got in the crossface. Her arm's hurting, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Let me see what else in the chat over here.
Anyway.
Bloodstained, JP's talking about. Bloodstained is such a great game.
Already out.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's a good game. Like, she just brought it up. I don't know why he brought it up, but like, I just wanted to, you know, if I don't say something that JP says in the chat, he'll whoop my ass. He's like, "Why are you giving no attention?"
Very threatening letters with different pictures cut out to show you that what he's gonna do to you.
Dude, JP's wall is covered in pictures of me, and I don't have any pictures of me. So like, what the fuck?
It's got rope connecting it to your house and your car and shit.
I'm going to kill you. So anyways.
First, I hate fuck you.
And then I love fuck you. Love kill you. Fuck. Shit, I fucked up. Anyways, hey, it's okay.
I can't tell which one of those is the bit.
Neither do I. Because it's about JP, so anything could be real, right? That's what makes him so special. But moving on from this, maybe a little bit somber. Probably not. I don't know. I just want to get your guys' opinion on this. Some Redditor claims that Kevin Smith's podcast saved him from suicide. And here's the thing. I know like lots of people that have watched us, and including people that watch Double Toasted, have like issues with suicide or just overall depression. And I don't want to go as far as to say, "Hey, what kept you from killing yourself, Alan?" He's like, "I don't know, Ubisoft." Oh wait, no, they made me kill myself even more.
Yeah, what you call it? Assassin's Creed 3 put me in a dark place.
Really? Okay.
No. I'm kidding around, but fuck that game. That game's ending is the video game equivalent of The Sopranos.
I don't want to hear anything. You were in a abusive relationship and you stuck around.
I know he came back like.
Yeah, I left that third one. You're still in Ubisoft's dick.
Because I thought they could come back. I was like, Black Flag, this is not an Assassin's Creed game, but maybe they'll do something. And they're almost going to. Because Black Flag, Unity, and Syndicate all have this kind of bit of a storyline. And I thought they were going to finally end it. But then they just said, fuck it, nobody cares. I'm like, I care.
Well, here's one of the things about Kevin Smith to bring up really quick, too, and this is me just trying my best to stay on topic here. With Kevin Smith, do you guys have any opinion outside of his movies? Because I know his movies, you guys are going to be like, oh, he's a piece of shit, blah, blah, but, like, have you watched his interviews, know anything about him outside of that stuff? Ganja, I'll start with you because I know you followed him at least a little bit because he's in comedy.
Mm-hmm. He's actually a cool dude. Like, that's something that I really appreciate about him in terms of his personality, how he is as a person. I have no real problems with the guy. Like, he always comes off as nice and daring. He's honestly just a big fucking nerd most of the time. That's why, like, people get mad at him sometimes for doing all the comic book shit, but that's really his MO. That's his personality. He was kind of one of the originaries of that nerd humor, especially in film. So when he does it, it's kind of a callback to a different era when people were more innocent about their comic book stuff and not so hard critique or trying to make everything like a dark action film where people gotta be brooding and depressed all the time throughout the film. Mm-hmm. Like I appreciate that, and I appreciate him as a person because he's always out there helping. He was with Jason Mewes throughout his whole drug addiction, trying to be a good friend, and it's actually one of the ultimatums was him possibly losing a friendship with Kevin Smith that made him get sober and clean. So honestly, I have no problems with doing it. I'm not surprised that somebody actually felt a reason to live again or got a sense of meaning from listening to his podcast because he kind of reminds me a little bit of when Double Toasted Joe Rogan Kyle Kalinske and a lot of other internet personalities that I follow do a good job of the serves, ContraPoints. A lot of these people do a good job in trying to uplift their audience and trying to get them back on a stature where they don't feel the need to be depressed. Or they don't feel the need to blame themselves constantly for the issues going on in their lives, and to try to get change and move forward. So honestly, it's a big ups to the dude, and I appreciate that someone actually got helped out there from some podcasts.
Yeah, Jet, how about you? What are you feeling about Kevin Smith in general? Like, do you have any ill will towards him? Do you think he's okay? What do you think?
You said besides movies and Yoko Hosers was really the only thing that I was just like, wow, this is a major piece of shit. Really trying to show out here.
You do got Clerks, though.
What?
You do got Clerks, though. I mean, I know you like
Clerks.
Clerks.
Yeah, Clerks and what was it? Chasing Amy. Those two I like.
Yeah, but
I don't really mind him. I mean, he's never did anything like truly terrible that I know, like straight off the top of my fucking head. Like besides, like maybe just arguing nerd shit. But it's just like, who really cares? That's his expertise and like other people's thing to talk about him with. I don't think he's ever said anything like too like fucked up to anyone else or whatever.
Yeah, my problem with the whole like, oh my god, he's just a big nerd. People usually that throw that insult to him are usually huger nerds in themselves, and they're trying to out nerd him.
Yeah. But Alan, how about you, man? What are your thoughts about Kevin Smith outside of his movies?
It's funny because I've seen maybe like one or two, but he's actually directed a lot of episodes of CW stuff because he's such a huge fan of the shows, and he's always like retweeting and talking about it. They're like, hey, you want to come and direct a few episodes of The Flash and Supergirl? And those episodes have been pretty good because he actually understands characters. Like, as much as his own movies are whatever the fuck, he at least understands comic book characters to a degree where when he goes on those episodes, they're really interesting and they do a lot of cool stuff that every time it's like, hey, Kevin Smith directed an episode, I kind of perk up. I'm like, hey, I can't wait to see what he's going to do with them.
Yeah, so and I'm kind of in the same boat with all you guys. I do actually listen to some of his stuff, his podcast stuff. I've watched his show religiously, Comic Book Man. He used to come on right after The Walking Dead, and I fucking loved his show. It's a great, like, palate cleanser for whatever you're watching with the fucking dead stuff.
This is gonna sound kind of fucked up, but yeah. So how exactly did they save him from suicide? Like he basically just called him and be like, "Yeah, your podcast saved me from suicide," or wrote something about it, or was he like standing on the bridge and just looking off into the distance, and then they basically just turned on the fucking podcast and started listening?
Well, like Loquisha.
No. Like no, I need to hear what his opinion about this comic book shit is, and gets off for the day.
No, it's nothing as fucking dramatic as him being on the fucking teetering edge, but it's most likely what it is. It's just it's the escapism, because that happens a lot when you hear about like, oh, movies, video games saving people's lives. Is him talking about whatever the hell just kind of made him forget about whatever's going on in his head, and for like a couple of hours a day, he would just be in a different world, someone else's world, and it would just make him forget about his own problems. And that's something that's very common with, like, that's why people love entertainment, because it takes them out of their own world for a few hours, and that helps them.
Yeah,
my also thing is like, why is this one in particular being highlighted? Because there's a ton of people who are just like, yeah, your podcast saved me from suicide. Yeah, your podcast saved me from suicide. Your video saved me from suicide. Why is this one being highlighted? Is it just because like his up and comings or whatever?
It's Kevin
or, like...
Smith. And he's got an upcoming movie with the new Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith movie with Jack. God damn it. Silent Bob and
Jack and Bill go to school.
Yeah, no shit, right? I keep fucking up the title because I want to say Jack and Jill.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
I know. All right, crucify me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we will.
Out nerd me. All right, win that medal. I don't give a fuck.
We're correcting you on the movie you like.
I don't give a fuck, Alan. But the point being is, like, yeah, it's mostly because he's got a new movie coming out and they're gonna hype it up and add new kind of media stuff to it to give him a good vibe on shit. But when it comes to like people actually doing that, like, yeah, you're never gonna hear about other podcasts or smaller podcasts that have done that because they don't have the media attention that Kevin Smith has, honestly.
Yeah, because I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like people like Corey and Martin stopped people from suicide before, but they're not getting a whole like article written about them, or some YouTuber who saved like someone like from committing suicide because they put out videos every week. Like,
yeah,
I guess what you said makes sense.
I love how Ganja said earlier, the only time people say to out nerd is when they're just as nerdy. And then Ganja literally just said that 2 seconds ago to me.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I did wrong sentence. My dad was right, Ganja. Oh, shit.
That's my new laugh.
It sounded like you're fucking deprived of oxygen. Like,
I am.
Oh my god, but no, Here's the thing about Jack and Jill went up the hill. No, here's the thing. That movie coming out, I think that's a real big reason as to why this is being highlighted, like what Ganja said earlier, or was trying to say. But for me, I was gonna ask you guys like who else has kind of had that effect, and obviously I'm not saying in a sense like what's saved you from killing yourself, but like what has been a podcast that you've listened to, just one singular person, why can't I say it right? Who's a person?
I'm using my Jedi mind tricks now to fuck him up.
My
Also,
fucking breaks.
This whole time in my head, I was like, fuck up, motherfucker. Fuck up,
Diaz,
motherfucker.
you're not slick. I know what you're doing.
Well, like I'm trying to say, like who's a person? It's just like who's a person doesn't sound like it should belong in the sense. I'm like, what's another way to say who's a person? I'm like,
No, you're gonna say, what thing that you watch or whatever saved you from like suicide or basically like made you a better person or something like that, hoping that we'd say the MCA or some shit. It ain't gonna happen.
No, ain't someone gonna
Nope.
say that shit. I've made people
complete
harm
opposite.
themselves big time, and I'm proud of it. I'm like fucking Freddy Krueger or something, just without the child molestation.
Oh, I'll say that the Midnight Chat helped me with my depression.
Oh, you fucking kiss ass son
I'll
of a
say, I don't
bitch.
give a fuck.
You kiss ass,
I ain't
bitch.
kissing ass. I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not. You're lying.
Do you know what? You jump his ass.
No,
Yeah,
well,
we will.
I kind of want to hear this.
I don't.
How so, Ganja?
Mostly because hanging out with you guys doing the show, and we have a great audience that I get to hang out with every fucking night and Saturday. And honestly, we building a good fan base that almost becomes more like friends. I kind of like seeing it grow, and I like meeting new people, like Ryan coming every other week. And I don't know, it just makes me feel happy to have people around. We're always talking about shit, even when it's some dumbass movie argument. It's just have fun to have people around talking shit with.
Aw. You a bitch. So, no, I appreciate that. I feel the same way. I actually feel the same way when I first got in here. Now I'm just a more angry person, but it's okay. JP says that this is a place he goes to socialize with or to practice his socializing skills, which is fucking awesome. I'm glad that you actually do that. And I'm sorry if I don't pay you enough attention, man. It's just my brain's all over the place. Obviously, I can't even say fucking sentences correctly sometimes. For
We're better
me,
than 4chan because that'll just make you more antisocial.
That'll make you fucking shoot the place up.
I will
Yeah.
say though, Spill.
That's what you can.
Before going into the Spill community, Spill, Corey's old
Yep.
site from Double Toasted, that was a site that I fucking, like, it totally cured me of, like, the depressive shit that I was going through. I will say, though, going into the Spill community, this is why I say, I'm not trying to kiss you guys either, because some of you motherfuckers I can't stand, but Double Toast community, I feel is way better than the Spill community, because in Spill community, I'll be like, oh, I feel great, and Corey makes me feel good, and oh, this is awesome, and I'm not depressed. I'm gonna go talk to everybody else who feels this way, and you motherfuckers are so fucking rude and so shitty that I left this Spill community just being like, I fucking hate these people. I cannot.
Yeah, that
stand
happens to me too.
Yeah.
I never fucking joined that shit.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it was about that community versus this one, because the Double Toast community, I see very little racism. I mean, there are some people who say dumb shit. No, honestly,
That's
I mean,
Children of Toes. I take that to the Facebook.
Okay, yeah,
leftovers,
okay, yeah.
that's Children
Children of Toast is a wild
Like,
wasteland.
I haven't been to any event and see someone say some racist shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like when like in New York, like, and here's the thing. I'll say it out loud. I know Julian's probably watching because I blocked him and everything. But like Julian, I thought you were gonna be a fucking prick, and I honestly still I think you're a fucking asshole, like hugely. And then Justin Zarian, that's another guy. I'm like, dude, fuck you. Like I kind of hate him.
Was there a good compliment after that? 'Cause he's just called an
Nope.
asshole and left.
I'm about to.
Good.
I'm about to.
And leave it there. We're good.
No, we're about to get happy. No, because also like with Justin, I was like, fuck him too. I couldn't fucking stand Justin. But when I met them in real life, I'm like, you guys are really, really great people. Like I mean, for a minute, I thought Julian was great. Okay, that sounds shitty. But I'm just saying, like, hanging out with you guys in real life was really, really cool. And I think I can't fake shit. I'm a really, really horrible actor. So, like, if I didn't like you, you would fucking know for sure. But I liked literally everybody I talked to. Like, meeting Peter Parker, who's always in the YouTube chat on here. Meeting him and his wife was fucking awesome, man. Like, they're super nice people. And just pretty much everybody else, too. JP, when I talked to him in a personal, way and everything, too, he's pretty cool. So, yeah, like, Spill, cured me from depression, but the Double Toast community was like, okay, it was cool to actually hang out with y'all and shit, because you guys are way better than Spill shit. And stop trying to be all retro with the Spill shit. Oh, Spill was the best. No, it fucking wasn't. And take that shit away. And appreciate what you got now, goddammit. But, Alan, how about you, man? What was something that kind of cured you of depression, or at least got close to doing so?
I guess since we are speaking about Spill, one of the things that even got me into podcasting in general was the Leog on Spill, League of Extremely Ordinary Gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a time, like, I can't even remember, like, it was just bad, and I had, like, nothing going on in my life. I don't think I was in school. I don't think I was working. I was just at home the whole time doing nothing. and then listening to them, like, for as many, I was basically listening to as much as I could, 5-6 hours, and it basically made me forget for a while that I was like, oh yeah, I'm not alone. I can listen to this podcast, and it basically picked me out of that till I basically got my life together. So I'd definitely go with the Leog. I really miss the Leog.
Yeah, I like the podcast so much, but who was on it was great. Chris Cox is a really nice guy too, and the guys from the loading bar were really cool too. Professor Jeff was really nice. You know what I mean? And I mean, here's the thing: this guy was actually on Sammy's show recently, but Tommy McGrew, that's somebody I really got to put out there too for being one of the nicest fucking people ever that I've talked to in any kind of thing. And he didn't need to be. I mean, he's Tommy fucking McGrew. He doesn't need to be nice to anybody, but he was really, really cool, and I'll always remember that shit. Jen, how about you? What's something that you watched or somebody that you actually kind of, got into that cured you of some depression or sad moments? Oh, don't you try to be a robot that much, like you don't have fucking feelings and shit.
That question's gay.
What?
That question's gay.
Oh, man, gay is actually the new straight. Holy shit.
It wishes.
Wow, Ruth has said I watch the chats had to feel better when I'm sad. What the fuck? See, Jet, people actually feel that way over here making fun of me, saying that's what I'm trying to make people do. No, but another person I'll put out there while you're thinking, because I think you're thinking of something.
I ain't thinking.
Yeah, right. Fucking Seinfeld, actually. I know it sounds crazy, and it's probably going to piss off Ganja over here, but Seinfeld's stand-up is very, very light. And that dude can just do his typical talking, just shooting shit like that show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. And just something about Seinfeld just puts a smile on my face. Maybe not for Ganja because he's not talking about cock and balls, But, yeah, you've noticed that about Ganja too, right, Alan? Where he just
Dude, because he hates the fucking Office. I'm like, why do you hate the Office? Oh, this, because this, it's just easy man stuff. Shut the goddamn hell up. And I'm like, oh, you really don't like it because they're not talking about having sex in the fucking back room every fucking episode.
Not that, like, it's not even a realistic thing. It's just this white generic what fucking people in Hollywood think people do when they're in the workplace.
Yeah, as somebody that's actually working with other people.
I've heard more dirty jokes hanging out with old people than I thought I'd fucking hear in my life.
That's because they're old people. They don't give a shit. But if someone's like, you work in a back room, like the fucking one light bulb above your fucking head the whole fucking time. The office
ain't trying to do this bullshit like, oh my god, isn't it wacky that we lost all the pins? Oh my god, now we gotta find the
it's fucking funny as shit.
It's some bullshit.
Shit I work all the time.
We're in a 180 and it becomes a fantasy novel like a goddamn cartoon.
It's weird as shit. Okay, God, what's your problem? It's unrealistic, and then when it goes unrealistic, you're like,
what the fuck? My problem's unrealistic. It just feels like some white bread shit.
Oh, you are so fucking up your own ass.
I gotta say, there's a lot of white bread too that's funny as shit.
I never found The Office funny. I will give you that, Jet. There's some white bread shit that's funny, but I never found
I find a lot of the Housewives funny and shit.
The what?
What?
Housewives.
Like Housewives of Atlanta and shit?
No, Atlanta's black, but the other ones like Orange County.
No, that shit.
That's Charlotte or something.
When I say white bread shit, I mean more like that calm, like pasty white people humor. Like at least with the Housewives, they're throwing shit half the time. They're talking mad shit.
Because again, it's all about fucking
there's some realistic anger and ratchetness to it.
That's the only reason I like that shit.
Like most of the time, it is pretty dry until it gets to those points, which takes a while.
You can have dry comedy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's another version of comedy.
Yeah, I know how much you like it dry, motherfucking ramen boy.
Oh, you fucking goddamn piece of shit. I'll fight you. Anyway, just to ease off that fucking, and back onto something, back onto the original goddamn question before I choke onto this fucking mic. The fucking after hours.
Really?
Yeah.
That's another surprising thing.
Yeah, there are some times and certain people that make me want to fucking strangle the after hours existence. But
what do you mean, bro? Go ahead.
We learned that last week, but starting the after hours when it was literally just thrown at me and I was like, shit, I can't do this alone. Hey, Ganja, you want to fucking do the after hours together? And he's like, sure, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, just be the ground person. I'll take care of the fucking technical shit. And it grew from nothing into just my favorite thing every fucking week of just going in, watching whatever garbage fucking movies around and just talking and basically catching up on everyone. It's like, I've seen some of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life in the after hours, but I've also had some of the best fucking times where right before I go to bed sometimes I just think about random stories we have in the after hours and just how much fucking fun we have. So it's like, I'm kind of upset right now that Rabbit's gone and we can't find an alternative for the after hours because it's
Well,
going to be.
I mean, not until the middle of August.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know what the fuck we're gonna like. Honestly, I'm really upset that we can't get the after hours working properly because like it means all those like we're not gonna have those stories for a while. And Discord might be working, but it's gonna be a while before we get back to the normal after hours.
Yeah, and whenever we do, by the way, too, like we can obviously like because JP's brought this up a lot, and I've been really busy just kind of gearing up for things that are going to be happening at the very end of August and the beginning of September. But when I come back, I am going full force with everything that we do here. Like, there's going to be a different set, there's going to be different everything. And I wouldn't be opposed if it makes sense for a show or some kind of live stream to bring back anime night. Like, dude, I don't mind anime night at all. It's just at the time, if I'm not doing it.
I mean, I'll run it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not even like we're not even kissing Jet's ass. Where like she knows her shit. She really does.
I'm not watching a single intro. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, you don't have the power to skip the intros, bitch.
I will watch me. I'll do whatever I goddamn
You think
please.
I'm gonna give you the power on anime night? Think again.
That's the
you
biggest thing
won't
too.
have the choice. I will find it. I'll sing over the intro. That'll make everyone want to skip it.
JP says, remember when Ganja played porn? I passed it on Mike. Man, I had such a good
I banned
masturbation.
his rabbit for like 3 months. That's
I
like,
got banned for that.
Don't get me banned.
Yeah.
Roxanne saying, what helps my depression? Being around water, spending time. Wait, being around water? What? Spending time with y'all, drawing,
She's
reading
a
a book, and
bitch.
pole dance class.
She's my little mermaid, man.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I guess water makes sense. Or just hearing rain, like any kind of like nature, just kind of nature.
Nah, fuck that. I hate the rain.
Seriously,
He
dude?
can't stand
I
the
fucking
rain
no. I don't think I've ever said this. I fucking hate the rain.
on his window.
Roxy also live in a van right down by the river.
The other day. It's infuriating being caught in the rain. Y'all saw that photo.
This motherfucker also hates Hold Down Road.
I like how you
What?
don't like the rain, but then you take a picture of yourself soaking wet, like them panties, and it's like,
But then
wow.
because how mad I was.
And how wet he
You
was.
were a mad pair of panties.
Like, it was fucking ridiculous. Oh, by the way, I was outside for maybe 5 seconds because me and my buddy were going to catch the bus, and it starts trickling a little bit. You're like, whatever, it's not a big deal. And we're literally trying to wait to cross the fucking street.
Why didn't you?
And then all of a sudden, it gets a little bit more, and then monsoon out of fucking nowhere, and head to toe fucking soak. We get right into the fucking what was it, the bus stop with the shelter, and then it just stops. God was just mad at me that day. He's like, fuck you.
Because here's the thing, Alan. I don't know if you knew about this, but there's actually a device that I saw, like just a couple times before that helps from this situation. It's called an umbrella, and it's right.
I
here.
didn't have one on me.
It's
It was
really
like
cool.
30. Fuck, oh god, I deal with fucking Americans.
On the top
It was
right
75 the whole day.
On the top, that's where the rain comes, right? And it just kind of like it
Oh,
goes
Nick,
out.
you know what water is? You know what rain is living in the desert? That's Arizona? I'm surprised.
What is rain?
Yeah, what is rain, Nick?
Fucking asshole. I get rain here. We get monsoon
Do
season.
you?
It was raining like a year ago, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's in a 330 days of drought.
Yeah, like your dick.
Yeah! Yeah!
Fuck you.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What is the topic?
I don't know. I don't care anymore.
I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Alan.
No.
Hey,
I'm
Alan.
sorry, that's God's responsibility.
Okay, Alan, I'll make it up for you. Okay, I'll make it up for you. What I'll do is I'll sell you ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus for only $12.99. Okay.
Will you?
Does it make
Because I don't
things
think that's
better?
coming to Canada.
Oh, is that a thing? Does that not happen?
I
for you
don't
guys?
fucking know. I've been trying to look it up, and they're like, well, maybe at some point. I have no idea if this is coming to Canada or not. I would honestly get this because we don't get Hulu up here. I want to get Disney Plus because they released like 10 minutes of the Mandalorian, and it looked fucking incredible. It looked everything that I want from Star Wars. Something that's a bit more down to earth, something that's dealing with not just this crazy space. It just give me something down to earth, explore new and different areas. I'm like, okay, Mandalorian looks fucking perfect. I'd get this Disney Plus subscription just for the show, but it's not being available in Canada, so I guess I got to go to fucking Pirate Bay and shit like that in order to watch some of these shows.
Yeah, I mean, and he's not doing it just because he's a fucking pirate. It's like he doesn't have a choice. You know what I mean? Which sucks. But Jed, do you got $12.99 I can borrow? Because I want this. I want it. Give me your goddamn money. I want it.
Run them pockets.
You try to rob me, I'll stab you back.
What do you feel about this? Like, I mean, is this as cool as it is to you that it is to me? Because the only thing I will say that might deter somebody like you is who the fuck is getting Hulu and Disney and then like, oh, I really need ESPN. Like, that's a weird like group of services for this.
Not necessarily though.
Well, Joe, what do you feel?
You're acting like I buy these services.
You would for $12.99. You would get all three.
No, I'm saying you're acting like I would buy these services. I would not.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think like if they added like they took off ESPN and put some like girl shit in there, like fucking Bravo. Does Bravo have an app?
I don't even watch TV like that often. I don't watch like any upcoming shows or anything like that. So
Yeah.
like that, this be worthless to me. So I'm gonna ship. So
Okay.
just the waste of $12.99.
Just Hulu just sounds. Hulu itself, I would pay half of what that price is. And Disney Plus, I gotta tell you, with all the Avengers movies and then whatever the next thing they're gonna be doing for that kind of shit too, and then the Disney movies, you know, if you have like young kids around, whatever the fuck, they get to watch something. It's just the ESPN Plus. It's like I don't imagine people that are into sports would spend more than like $4 on it. So what's the deal? Like there's no
Well,
deal here.
it's the deal with all three. That's what I'm saying. This is actually a pretty good deal because, like, let's say you are into sports and you're also into like movies and stuff like that. Which again, at this point, Marvel movies become so mainstream that everybody watches them. It's not like, oh, it's only for comic fans. Like literally everyone. So there's gonna be a lot of people that watch sports and also go movies. So you have 2 out of 3. It's like, oh, I can get those 2 at the same time. Because Luther's saying like it's great that they're actually like ESPN's going more online and more streaming. Because then you get those sports fans that'll like they'll straight drop this just for ESPN alone probably, and then you get Hulu because for the shows, and then you get Disney for the other shows. Like this is a great deal. Like I would buy this again. I would buy this if I could. If Disney wanted my money, I would give it to them.
No, you Canadian money ain't shit.
Apparently, fucking not.
Mickey
It's
Mouse is
not
like,
actually.
no, I don't want that shit. Get the fuck out of me. I don't want the Canadian fucking money.
It's worth $3 less. Fuck that.
No, because what you do is a conversion rate. So $13 for you would be $17 for me.
Alan wants to get the bundle with the Hulu.
Oh no, this guy.
I'm sorry, man.
Wants his Hulu.
Alan wants to give you all his money. But here's the thing that kind of sucks for you though, Alan, that this stuff actually already came out, so you can't like buy it pre its release. Unfortunately for you.
What's up?
I'm making a joke because you like to buy games before they come out. You know what I mean? And this actually is already out, so you can't really.
You pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 11.
And it was fine. It's fine now.
You pre-ordered games before they come out as well.
Yeah.
How's that a joke on me? Ganja does the same fucking thing.
I know, but I thought you forgot. In my defense.
No, how would I forget anything? I planned this shit out.
Yeah,
No, you
right, bitch. Yeah, no, you didn't. I told you this. I didn't have to tell you that I bought that shit ahead of time, motherfucker.
Yeah, you told it, and I kept it in my memory bank because I know one day this motherfucker's gonna bring up
You
pre-order.
write that in your diary and shit, like, Dear Diary, Nick Diaz, then bought the fucking thing before.
I don't have to write down Dear Diary. Nick's a dumbass. I just have to fucking. I'm sorry. That was hard.
That was extremely rude. I'm gonna make fun of you now. Like I wasn't
Oh
going
yeah,
to
I'm
already.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you making fun of me so you can make fun of me more.
The last thing I'm gonna talk about too, speaking of making fun of everyone and whatnot, Venom.
Venom.
Oh,
Venom,
man.
Venom.
Andy Serkis, my fucking boy.
Andy Serkis is gonna star as Venom, be the CG model for Venom, voice Venom, and be every character in the movie.
Why
Matter
would
of
that
fact,
be
he's
a
riding it.
problem? That'd be
It
fucking
wouldn't,
amazing.
but
And I gotta tell the chat too, before y'all, because I know there's a delay, and you guys are gonna come on here and start talking shit. Thank you, JP. Yes, we are Venom. I fucking love Venom. But you guys in the chat are gonna come in here and
Hi.
say Venom wasn't good, blah blah blah, that bullshit. It's the best. Still to this day, what's more watchable, Venom or fucking Endgame? Yes, sir. It's fucking
you're losing
Venom.
that argument right now. I'm letting you
I
know
don't
that
give a
I agree with you, and you're losing that argument.
But you agree with me, see?
I agree with you, but you're losing that argument because nobody in the chat's gonna agree with you because they fucking love Endgame for some reason.
Because it's new. But I'm telling you guys, give it another year, you're all gonna fucking fall to Venom. You guys are all gonna be in here hashtagging We Are Venom like JP is. JP's a smart man. JP knows his shit. Sometimes.
Oh, as much as people are still they're gonna love Endgame because whatever, people are finally coming around to the Captain America going back in time is fucking stupid. It makes no sense within the context of the movie.
Thank God. But yeah, he says I'd rather see Endgame other than that trash. That's what Hollow Man said. Here's the thing, man. Venom 2 though. Do you guys feel any different? Like, let's just pretend that it was bad. Let's just on this call say.
Yeah, okay. Let me try really hard to pretend.
Use your
Venom-
imagination. man.
Let me put my imagination helmet on.
Gandhi, I'm gonna start off with you, man. Even if this movie was bad, Andy Serkis coming on to the sequel. Do you feel like okay, no, him directing it and then probably even starring it? Who knows? This will definitely make the movie better. What do you think?
No, what the fuck you talking about? Fuck that shit.
He did shit for War Planet of the Apes, Black
Yeah,
Panther.
he was the model in the movie. He wasn't like the fucking actor. He also did King Kong, the fucking Peter Jackson one.
And he also directed Mowgli.
Yeah, I don't think anyone liked that movie.
Yeah, no, man,
fuck
get out of here. I'm not interested in the fucking slightest.
Man, fuck you then. Dude,
Yeah, fuck me right in my ass. This trash ass
no,
movie.
I ain't going there. That's
Yo, come on.
And it's like I don't again, Andy Serkis. It's like I don't really think there's any movies that he's really done, or even when he acts in them, it's like no one really cares. They like it when he's doing, his CG like stuff, when he's like Gollum, or he's the from the Planet of the Apes or King Kong. He's great there, but like I don't really think anyone really cares about him outside of a CG role. So it's like, why are you just getting him for a director because he's the only one that would say yes to this?
Yo, I got something he was good in, right?
Wait, you got what?
I got something he was good in. Ready?
What?
Ready?
I'm ready. I'm at the edge of my fucking seat over here. Huh?
Not a goddamn thing, sir.
You fucking little bitch.
Okay, in Age of Ultron he was Claw and he wasn't that good there. In Black Panther he reprises the character and he's a little bit better because they flesh him out a little bit more. But that's really the best thing you could say is live action. But like, again, if he was just like gonna be like doing the model for Venom, sure, he's really good at that. But anything else, I don't think he's that good at.
I hate that he got me with that one. I mean, I really hate
Be honest,
that
you should have
shit.
seen it coming.
Yeah, of course. But here's the thing, though. I think it's gonna be cool. Let's just pretend, and I'm in that imagination mode of like, hey, maybe the fucking first one was actually bad, and I'm just fucking crazy. Andy Serkis can change an entire, just the overall feel of what a movie is because of his special effects that he does. He's fucking amazing. I like him as an actor too.
Look,
I think he's very...
Why do you actually think that Andy Serkis in any way is going to influence the quality of these movies?
Because he's directing it.
So, what directorial movie has he done that you like?
No, but he has Mowgli.
You like Mowgli?
I watched most of it and I liked it, yeah. Yeah. It was fine.
No.
I mean, it wasn't better than Jungle Book. I mean, I'll tell you that. Like, you tried to redo what they did already with Jungle Book just a year prior, and
Don't
still,
believe you.
I watched most of it, and it was basically the same.
Most
fucking
of the
movie.
credits.
Oh, fuck you. But the thing is, though, somebody who's like, okay, here's an example of somebody just like Andy Serkis, Tom Savini. Tom Savini did all the makeup stuff for the original Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, a bunch of George Romero stuff, but he's never directed. But somebody who cares that much about details in film and just how realistic something has to be in the overall feel and tone of a movie, he directed the remake of Night of the Living Dead 1990, and he has no experience at all, and that movie was fucking amazingly directed. Incredible. And he never went back to directing. He was like, I don't like directing. I fucking can't stand it. But, like, when I do something, if I have a certain way of doing any kind of creativity, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna do it right. Another movie I'm excited for with a brand new director is Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit doing The Fanatic with John Travolta. Have you seen that trailer, by the way?
No, I haven't seen that shit. I gotta see this.
It's I'm gonna play it right now. Obviously you can't say too much because you can't hear it, etc. But it's like this is another example of someone who's new at directing, and if you just have a good concept, this is going to be amazing. Now, this is going to trigger Alan because, Julian's avatar for the longest time has been John Travolta's shirt here.
Okay, even if you bring up that, I can bring up two more. You have Transcendence, which was made by the cinematographer that worked with Christopher Nolan, and that movie was a piece of shit.
Well,
then you also
Nolan
have
sucks.
go fuck yourself. Then you also have Geostorm that was done by the producer of all the fucking Roland Emmerich movies, and that movie was somehow worse and more boring than a Roland Emmerich movie, which is a fucking high bar to beat. How are you more boring than a Roland Emmerich movie? He's someone managed to do. So it's like, just because you do a role with somebody doesn't mean it's gonna transfer, because we've seen that with Andy Serkis. He doesn't do good unless he's in a CG fucking role, and it's like.
But look at Venom. It's CG like a motherfucker. Like, just on that particular premise alone that you just
but it
said
won't work like that because there's other shit that goes on. We know Andy Serkis is not good at other stuff.
Take it back.
No. I'm sorry. Like, I did not think like Venom to me is one of those like it's so bad it's good type shit, but I'm not gonna say anything about it is good. It's just so fucking hilariously terrible that I have an entertaining time watching it. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh man, I can't wait for the second one, because I think the second one is gonna be an atrocious train wreck, because they're gonna be like, well, Venom worked so well because of how bad it was. Let's try to do that again. And it's like it's gonna fucking fall apart. They're just gonna try to do the exact same thing, and it's gonna be terrible, like when they did Birdemic 2.
This is me actually looking directly at you, just like, oh man.
You're right. I actually want to fight that image right now for unrelated reasons.
But here's the thing, like, that's a concept that's amazing, and it's from Fred Durst. And granted, like, the concept's not that, oh my god, it's kind of crazy, because it's like obviously, he got that idea from so many movies back in the '90s. He did the exact same thing, and then you got Misery. That's a big one right there. But then like Andy Serkis with Mowgli. I mean, he basically stole that. I mean, he's not stealing, but it's like it's a template based from Jungle Book, right? Obviously, people steal things from whatever, take things from one source and modernize it, or Andy Serkis it up or whatever. And I feel like, okay, if you're a person who is popular enough and talented enough to put your name on anything and saying I'm circusing it up or I'm putting my last name, my stamp of approval on it, then yeah, like you have some creative power there, and I'm down to see what the fuck he does. Jed, I'm gonna ask you, Andy Serkis. I don't know if you follow him too much aside from like the Marvel stuff or whatever, but do you think he can make Venom 2 as good as the first one, if not better? Do you think he can make it actually seriously good and not just ironically good?
I thought Venom was cute. I didn't hate it. Yeah, I thought the story writing was pretty bad, but I like the interaction between him and Venom. But between what's the name of the dude who actually holds
Tom
Venom?
Hardy, or I forgot the
No,
guy's
character.
name.
Oh, Eddie Brock.
Yeah, Eddie Brock. I like the interaction between those two, and I don't think Venom 2 is actually gonna be good unless they go further into the Venom and Eddie Brock relationship. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go there. They gotta make them a couple.
I'm not gonna go that
Possibly.
far, but I do think she has a point that one of the things that sold, like, I mean, not sold the movie, but made the movie way better. Is like, yeah, having those two talk was really, really good. And it was interesting that it was Tom Hardy acting off himself because he voiced Venom and he also did his character. So I'm curious if they're gonna go down that same road again and maybe just make it more. Because one of the things that they do is like, well, the whole thing that what was it? Woody Harrelson's character is supposed to play Carnage.
Yeah.
Carnage is supposed to be an offshoot of Venom, which they can easily do, but it's like, what exactly are they gonna do? How are they gonna make it work? Is it the interaction and they grab and then a piece of Venom breaks off and mutates? Like, I don't know what exactly is gonna happen, but like, are they gonna go more of a comedy? Which I hope not, because Venom is unintentionally hilarious. That movie is supposed to be taken seriously. It's just unintentionally hilarious. I hope they don't go down the comic road where it's like, oh, they're just gonna keep making.
I don't
like
want them to go down the comic road. I want them to
It's so
actually
sick of
officially.
jokey
I want them to
movies.
officially be a couple. I want them to officially be a couple, like they are in the comics.
They are a couple in the movie. They make out.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, people
but
gotta
like
stop
a lot
doing
of people,
that.
For the last time, Nick, they literally
don't, man.
institute kisses Venom and then spins then basically peels off to continue to kiss the girl and then goes all over. That goes into fucking
But I
Eddie
mean,
Brock.
the
Because
girl-
it's
the
a
girl's
combined
already
mental
with- the girl's-
effort.
The girl's already with someone else, and like he seems like a good guy. It's just like if they're gonna have the second movie and have her break up with him or kind of like do some bullshit, that's gonna be so annoying. Like I'd rather them just be a couple like they are in the comics and still have their funny interactions.
Yeah, thank you, Ruthless. Here's the thing. Eddie Brock and Venom as a metaphor for bisexual erasure in the modern LGBT movement space. And I agree.
Do you? I don't think you understood that sentence.
No, yeah, in the sense of like...
No,
fuck
you didn't
man.
got it.
Fuck you. Look, the words he used were way too courtroom for me, okay? Because I'm terrible at big words. I just don't know shit. But I know the gist of what he's saying. And it's like, yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, because it's showing it's playing a storyline in there with it's like, okay, you get the perspective of not only like this guy being in love with this girl and this creature and blah blah, but also like this bisexualness of Venom. Like he likes Brock so much. It's not just like, oh, I need you as a possessed whatever. It's like, no, I love you and like I'm in you. I'm in your butt. And, like,
So we're doing the straight China posters of Venom is the best boyfriend.
No, what?
Yeah, I mean he
You don't remember how they advertised it in China?
No, he's best.
That was
waifu.
real.
he literally takes care of Eddie's like boners. So yeah.
What?
What?
No, like that was actually confirmed. Like basically someone asked the question like, hey, so what happens if Brock has a boner or whatever? Does Venom take care of it? And then they basically were just like, I can't really tell you that, but I know the answer. And then someone basically answered that and said yes. And the person.
Hey, what do
actually
you
watched
mean
it.
take care of it?
Like
He takes care of it.
here's some pussy.
Venom
No, I don't know. He probably just rubs.
You
it
know what?
in.
Actually, I don't want to know the answer to this question because I
You
think
asked it.
Yeah, like he sucks it out, Alan.
yeah. Oh god. Wait, the blood or?
The semen.
Come on.
He takes care of his boner.
What the fuck did you think? And why would you ask
Well,
that?
there's two things. He either fillets him or he removes the blood from his dick.
Either one
Either
is
way,
weird.
he's getting rid of it.
Either
I know, but
is
one is
weird.
worse
What
than the
apps are
other,
we
and I don't know.
expecting?
I don't want to think about which is worse.
God dang it, nasty.
They
boy.
also answered. They also answered if Venom would be a top.
Alan likes to know about Tom Hardy's boner.
No, but apparently other people do.
Alan likes it when other people get
Oh, God,
hard.
Alan likes it when
I'm not
Venom
doing
sucks
this
the
again.
penis.
Alan touches his penis all the time.
Alan likes to put his penis in places where it doesn't belong. Alan's checking out right now. Damn, that fucking...
That
Trying to get
See
Penelope to fly
no.
to the... Damn it, whatever.
Alan scared the fuck out of this bird with his penis. Dude, your
thought
bird
it
was
was a little
fucking
snake.
freaking out, man.
I was trying to, yeah, I wanted her to fly to the chair because I thought it'd be funnier, but she didn't want to work with me.
No, instead you gave her a heart attack.
He just threw her ass. He threw that fucking bird.
Throw us like a fucking baseball pitch. It just kind of guided her. Like, fucking home run at the fucking MLG here. Like,
Yo, let me catch that Penelope real quick.
Go! Do the joke!
Fucking just throw against the wall like one of those stick toys.
Alan hates this fucking bird.
Penelope, I sacrifice you for the joke, yeah.
Oh, man, Andy Serkis, man. I don't know. I hope it's gonna.
it was
be cool.
gonna suck.
It might suck. Like, here's the thing. It's like because I wanted the guy who did the first one. I forgot who it was, but I wanted them to continue doing it because it's like, okay, clearly they were going for like this is so bad it's good, and also kind of actually good, you know,
Nope.
blah blah. Like just light. Like
I like
that's
the
main
character
thing.
interaction.
I want Nick to
Story
look up.
bad, character interaction good.
Yeah, and this is like, okay, if Andy Serkis comes on there, he knows like, oh shit, my name's on this, so I need to put my stamp. And it's like,
This motherfucker is directing the second Zombieland movie. The guy who did the first Venom.
oh yikes, that explains a lot.
Wait, he also did the first one.
Yeah, well, the first. I don't like Zombieland, dude. I'm sorry.
I like Zombieland. I like the plot.
It's
They're just
fun.
trying to find the Twinkies.
Yeah, that
That's
alone-
literally the plot of the movie.
Okay,
You
here's the
can't
thing.
tell me
I gotta ask you this too. It's like because even though you agree with me that this was better than Endgame, blah blah blah, for ironic reasons, which I don't agree with the irony part of it, but you legit like think this is stupid, and then you like Zombieland. It's like this is where I get that disconnect with you, where it's like Zombieland's some annoying, stupid, pointless shit. Like it's fucking bad. Which
not the thing. Okay, Zombieland is one of those things that has a very, very simple, if not comedic plot of, hey, we're just trying to find Twinkies. That's literally what the plot of the movie is. Every decision they make is in trying to find the last Twinkie. But what makes Zombieland work really well is the character interactions. Is when you have what's it called, Jesse Eisenberg talking with Woody Harrelson. At first, it's like Woody Harrelson is just the typical like, oh, I hate life and fuck everything. I'm trying Twinkies. To realize it's like he's a man that just has nothing left in his life. Like it's like the Futurama thing. You don't expect Futurama to have really heartfelt episodes, and then it just shows the fucking 4-leaf clover episode of the dog episode. It's like this kind of weird, jokey movie, and then they have this really heartfelt moment that really works with the movie, and it's like, wow, this is really interesting. What he's talking about, like the reason he's actually trying to do it is not because his dog died, but because he lost his son because of this shit. Like, oh, that actually explains everything, and it focuses why these characters have these motivations in a way that makes sense. It's doing this. It's doing a lot of the tropes zombie movies do, but it's able to flip it on its head to where it's really, really well written. That's why I really enjoy that movie.
yeah, because I mean I disagree with it being about just Twinkies, but I feel like there's
No, the
enough.
plot. Okay, the plot of the movie is about Twinkies. Is it more deeper than that? Of course it is, because there's other stuff that happens with the character interactions. But every decision that happens is them trying to get Twinkies.
I know, but
Yeah,
like
am
you
I,
say, like it's a
am I in
positive.
the minority for saying Twinkies are overrated as fuck?
Thank
Yeah,
you
they
so
are.
much.
Yes, you
Thank you
are.
They're
so much.
probably on the lower end of the Hostess fucking snack cakes.
Yeah,
The
like,
other ones
Zingers-
are better. The cakes.
Zingers are way fucking better than anything else at Hostess.
I'll say those fucking coconut ones are better than Twinkies.
What are the ones that are the circles? The circle ones that are chocolate?
The cupcakes.
Yeah, they're
Motherfucker, I know what a cupcake is.
Do you? You just asked us if you
Yeah,
know what it was.
No, it's the circle ones that have the icing.
That's a
It's
cupcake.
called Hostess cupcakes.
It's a cupcake.
I think Jen was about to say, "Oh, you two stupid motherfuckers! Stop
Because
laughing."
like the thing about Twinkies is like, yeah, you'll buy a box of Twinkies and you're at home or whatever. You're like, oh damn, I just remembered I got a box of fucking Twinkies. Then you go and get one. You open, you take a bite, and you're just like, kind of wish I didn't eat this, and I gotta eat the whole thing.
Alan.
Not a cupcake. I will figure it out.
No, Alan.
He's gonna figure it out, y'all.
Okay, Alan. I'm gonna show you a picture. Okay.
I know what picture you're looking at. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, let's see, because you're saying it has icing on it. Okay. Let me show you.
I'll kill
It's
him, motherfucker.
round. Chocolate has
That's
icing. on it.
not what I'm talking about.
'Cause
They're
if you
perfectly
see-
circular.
Yeah,
They're
it's
like
like
a
pretty.
fuck.
It's called a fucking cupcake, dog.
Like, that's not what I'm
I
talking
mean,
about.
like maybe they're thinking of ding dongs like Rufus said, but those don't have the icing on. Like the icing.
That's not what I'm picking up. It must be only a Canadian thing then.
Oh, you
I will
lying
literally run-
motherfucker! I gotta.
Look,
I will
look, I
kill
swear
you.
to God, I will run to
You're such a
Walmart right
fool.
goddamn now.
Dude, no, honestly, we will do a show. I swear to God, if you go to Walmart like within the next couple of days, we will go on the show for like 5 minutes. I will do a stream for 5 minutes. It says that's what Alan was talking about. You guys might see it show up on your notifications, just so you can prove me wrong. But I guarantee you, it's just a cupcake.
It's not a cupcake.
It's a fucking cupcake.
I'll fight you. It's probably a knockoff, but it's different. I just don't remember what they're called.
But if they change the name of it, it's still a cupcake.
It's different though, because that's like has the actual bottom to it. This is just like a puck. I don't know what I'm talking about. God damn it!
No, you don't, Alan. No.
Okay, are
Shut
you
the
sinners?
fuck.
I'll help you out. I think I know where they are. Hold on. Sorry guys, I love food. I'm a fat fuck, so I'm.
No,
gonna-
they're not zingers. Circle, motherfucker. Circle.
Well, I'm trying to help because I just showed you a circle and it's a goddamn cupcake. Son
This
of a
is not,
bitch.
that's not what I described at all.
We're gonna get
Watch
people
me.
to want to go eat right now.
Watch you be talking about the ones that got the sparkle on the top. It's not even fucking Hostess.
All hostess.
Those are like hexagons, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Here's the thing. Is it something around here? Let's see. These right here, Zuzi Q's?
Fuck's Zuzi Q's? What the fuck?
Wait, are you talking about like snowballs don't have like icing at the top? But I
No,
mean, you know.
the snowball's particular.
You talking about these Zambonis?
Okay, Alan, so do you see how nothing here
I
fits
know
your
it's
description? Ho-hos?
Is there like a list we can grab to like say which one is which?
Ho-hos? What the fuck's a ho-ho?
Yo, mama.
I hate you both so much. Fucking.
Look, Alan, the only thing that fits your description, a fucking cupcake. You son of
That's
a
not my description. It doesn't have the bottom. We don't have to keep on this topic, but I know what I'm talking about.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
Here's
Clearly,
the-
you don't.
And people, you can find out more about his favorite treats that are treats that he doesn't know what they are at one of us. Why don't you tell me what you're doing, man, on one of us
No.
with Chris Cox and
One
everybody?
of us Twinkies.com.
I will figure it out. I'm gonna put it on Facebook. Wait, what the fuck's a zebra cake?
No, but go ahead and tell people how to find you, man, because we're getting the fuck out of
Okay,
here.
we're close. We're very close to the zebra cakes.
Aren't those zebra cakes like hexagons though? Those are
That's not we're
perfect.
close.
All right,
Any
we-
fucking way.
You can
Go
find
to
him on
one-
Screener Squad on oneofus.net, where he's going to be doing movie reviews, talking about snacks, cupcakes not being cupcakes, apple juice is actually orange. What else?
I'm not saying that cupcakes aren't circles with icing on it. I'm saying that what I'm talking about is a puck. Anyway, go to oneofus.net and go to Screener Squad if you want to hear me belligerently yell about a bunch of other bullshit and possibly yell at Justin because Oscar's a BS. So yeah, just go there. We did Eye on the Prize. I keep calling it Eye in the Sky. Eye on the Prize. That's the Oscar talk. We did 2 episodes about that. Did a bunch of reviews for screeners for as far as screeners. That's probably gonna be going up in the next couple of days. We just did one for Them That Follows, a movie that's coming out in the next couple of days. So be sure to check that out if you want to hear me yell about more bullshit movies.
Oh, yes. And then, why don't you help Ganja? Or Ganja, I'm going to have you do this. Ganja, you got this shit called the Metropolis. It's a collective.
Yeah.
Has lots of
Yes.
talented people doing things together, hanging out and stuff like that, too. There ain't no pies in the sky, though, where the fuck that he was talking about. But
No eyes, no pies.
eyes on the prize, and that prize is Metropolis. Man, I really, really stalled here to find the fucking page. Anyways, here we are. Gunja, where do you tell him?
Well, guys, make sure to check out the Metropolis Network. We got ARPG Gaming. They talk about politics and video game news. Talk about all that good shit. You can also check out the Illuminati Podcast with me, Alan, and of course the Ruthless Wonder. Talk about politics, cultural relevancy. Talk about the debates. Talk about all the things that are going on in this world today. Make sure to check that out. Also, we got another one to you. Illuminati Expose. Make sure to go check that out. That's another series we're doing. We're reviewing different types of documentaries, different political movies. We got a new one coming up with Kim Jong-un. If you want to check out the original, go check out our Patreon. That's Illuminati Patreon. And, of course, the way he showed a little bit earlier, a little fire burn, where you can catch our audio uplights of the Illuminati podcast.
Oh, yes.
And, of course, History with Ganja on the Metropolis Network. And new episodes coming soon. I'm fucking up.
You said Megalomaniac fucking podcast? What was it called?
That's the first of history. Like, there was no M there, but I get you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Jet, where can they find
What?
you at on that social media?
Well, you can find me on Facebook, and until I get into more shit, that's the only thing you're gonna find me on. Yeah, I'm just showing all my shit. Anyway,
God, look, let me see your friends here. You guys friends? Okay.
Hang
yeah,
on,
everybody-
honestly,
cool.
I just add whoever just asked.
So you guys heard it here first. Like, just go over there and she'll add you.
Part of me
Damn.
thinks that's a bad idea because I saw some shit that I didn't want to see.
Oh, from what? What happened?
I saw someone's whole booty ass out once, and
That's
honestly,
unfortunate.
not a very good ass. That's minus 1 point.
But yeah, people. Then you guys can find me. You know, I will try to respond to you guys, and I'm pretty bad at it. Ask JP. JP will tell you first that Nick is horrible at.
Wait, I
replying.
found it.
What?
I finally found what I'm talking about. The Joe Louise.
What the fuck is Joe Louis? Why does it have two first names?
Is that name after a baseball player?
I don't know, and I finally found it. Yes.
Good for you, Alan.
Wait,
3,
hold on.
2,
No, hold on. No.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm gonna look up these fucking Joe Louis
Yeah,
right now.
this right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You are a lying son of a bitch
Those
because
look like
where's the
fucking- those
icing
look
at?
like two-
No, those look nothing like cupcakes. But I was right. They were circular.
No,
Why'd
but you
say
said
they
there's
had
icing on the top.
Because they do. The ones in Canada at least do.
You lying son of a bitch.
They
Attack
do.
the chat!
No, I'm not done. I gotta find this. Hold on. Canada.
Honest- You might as well have just said fucking ding dong for what you were thinking
I'm
of.
trying
That
to
looks
say you, Alan, but it's
exactly
not
Where's
the
the
same.
icing?
They do in Canada. I will prove it when I go to Walmart.
I'm sorry, Alan. I try to save you now.
Oh my god.
No, I
Okay.
brought this up myself.
Ganja,
Yes.
you couldn't save him, but now he can save your bit. On 3, 2,
2, 1. Attack the chat!
Attack
For
the
a
chat.
second motherfucking time!
And probably the third one.
Joe Louis. What kind of name for a fucking snack cake?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
pretty
what-
terrible.
what-
It's called the delicious.
I like Joe
What
DiMaggio
side
too,
of this
guys.
double cookie do you want to eat? Do you want to eat the Joe or the Louis side?
Doesn't fucking matter. It's food. Just eat it.
Alan,
You gotta
can't-
eat one side first.
Alan,
No, you
can't
don't.
double
What
team
the
that.
It looks like two like chocolate
Nasty,
cookies
nasty.
just smashed together with some fucking cream in the middle.
Just smashing it with cream
Yeah,
in
it's
the middle.
delicious. What's your problem?
Alan, if you want me to, I can buy you some cupcakes when you get here in Arizona.
Alan likes cream pies.
in
Confirmed.
America. Oh no! Don't bring that back.